Morning on my blue collar workers, on my union workers, all my YouTubers out there. Hope everybody having a good day. Man, we getting close to that 1,000 subscribers, so keep it up. If you like my videos, appreciate if you like, subscribe, share it, do whatever you can do. Let's blow this channel up. So I really haven't had time to make a little longer video lately, but just been working, man. We've been doing 11, so during the week I'm working 11s, and then on the weekend I'm still working 12s at the other job. So for the 11s, we start at 6. Anything before 7 on our contract is double time, so I'm getting a double time hour. And then anything after 3 is time and a half until you go 10 hours. And after 5, it goes to a double time again. So I've just been getting this money, man. I've just been working. Thursday, we had a contract ratification. So basically how it works in the trades is, hold on, let me take the seatbelt off. The way it works in the trades is you sign a contract with the or not you individually, but the local as a whole will go vote on a contract that's negotiated with the contractors. So that includes our pay, our wages, our benefits package, all that stuff's wrapped in together. So we end up signing for a 3-year deal. I think it's 15-10 over the next 3 years will wear raises. So this year was $5.10, next year will be $5, and the year after that will be $5. Pretty good. It's pretty good wage increase, I guess. So out of that $5, so once we agreed to the contract, like basically what happens if you don't agree on the contract, there's a cooling off period, and they go back and try to renegotiate, get better terms, and then if not, I guess you could strike. You got to vote to strike, but we didn't end up having to do that. I feel like that was kind of a fair offer, I guess. Everybody wants more money, but at the same time, you don't want to price yourself out of the market. Like, you want the contractors to make money as well. And that's something that's, I think, is a common misperception with unions. Like, they're just greedy. They just don't want anybody else to make profit. Like, no. We actually do want our contractors to be profitable. We want them to get to work, because if they get to work, then we get to work. So if we price ourselves out of the market, then I guess non-union workers would come start moving in on our market share. So whatever. I don't think where I'm at, that's not really as big of a deal. I don't think there's really any non-union pipe fitters that have the licensing and training we do. So anyway, so I feel like that was fair. So then when you get whatever that is, so we got 5.10 this year, then we go to allocation and we decide to where we're going to divvy that money up. So in our situation, the healthcare system's messed up, man. So we just been having to put more money into healthcare to make sure that everybody keeps their healthcare. It sucks for me because I don't really use it, but there's a lot of guys with families and whatever, so they need that. So it is what it is. I'm a 3rd year. I'll be a 4th year apprentice in June 1st. So you can't vote. My local, you can vote 4th and 5th year, but you can't vote before that. So I couldn't vote, but I still went to the meeting to hear what was going on with the money. So we ended up putting $1.74 or $1.76 into our health and welfare. We got I don't know if it's a good system. I don't know much about healthcare, so I don't really have a strong opinion either way. But I guess we got ours capped at 140 hours. So if you work 140 hours a month, that's what it takes to maintain healthcare. If you work over 140, you can bank up hours so that you'll have healthcare even if you're laid off, or you bank it up until you retire, and then that amount of banked up healthcare coverage is supposed to last until you're old, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works, so I'm not the best person to talk about that. But anyway, we allocated $1.70 something to health and welfare. Put, I think, 40 something on our pension, and then I think that was just for like maintenance, upkeep or something. I don't really know what that was for. And then 6 cents for the training center, just to increase the wages to represent our raise for the instructors. So we ended up with $2.70 left. So that's what went on the check, was $2.70. So that's pretty good raise. I think 4th year apprentice, I think I get 80% of journeyman scale. So either way, it ends up being a $2 an hour raise. So that's better. My non-union job on the weekends, I think I get like a 50 cent or $1 an hour raise, and that's rare. So It's definitely a better raise. So here's something that I think I've been arguing with a lot of people about union stuff, and it seems like all the people that have negative things to say about unions, they're either, number one, either they're bots, they're not real people. You can always tell because they don't have a real profile picture. Number two would be a lot of people that they don't even know what the union is. They just hear some kind of propaganda and they run with it. They don't know nothing about union. They just hear something stupid and then they run with it. And then there's also people that, I guess, I don't know if it's just political or what, but union typically has I guess usually Democrats tend to support unions more. Uh, I don't believe that they have recently. I think that they've kind of went away from the working class, but there's kind of the perception that all union is just an arm of the Democratic Party. That's not true. Like, there's their own individuals. There's a lot of Republicans. There's a lot of Democrats that are union. A lot of times, a lot of the Republicans, they will vote against union for whatever reason. They say it's pro-business, whatever, but really all they're doing is voting against American workers getting a good wage. So that's kind of the contradiction in what they're saying, because anytime they push that right to work legislation, anywhere it's went, the wages go down for everybody. So I'm not a Republican, not a Democrat. I'm an ex-con, so whatever. But there's kind of that perception that, oh yeah, they're just they don't have no choice and where their money goes and this and that. So here's what happens. If you're a union, there's a lot of union guys that don't go to the union meetings. I don't go to all of them just because it's every month and it's like I always got something else going on. But anytime it's like new members coming in, or anytime they're talking about money, I go because I want to know where my money's going. I want to see who's saying what about the money so I can kind of get a grasp on who I'm working with and what their priorities are. So everything's always, like, they break down everything. They break down all the numbers on healthcare, all the numbers on exactly where every penny that we have goes. If we're donating to a political candidate, they break down what reasons we want to donate to them, what legislation they're trying to push that would be beneficial to us, how much, and then it's voted on. Like, there's no like union leadership that's just making decisions and taking our money and doing whatever they want to do with it. No, everything's voted on. Everything, if you have a question about something, you get up and ask questions and they'll clarify it until they can get the vote on it, and then it's up to the body. Like, if the body wants to vote on it, this majority rules. So everything is it's not just something that's dictated and there's some rich union bureaucrats that are just doing whatever they want to do with our money. It's not like that. That's a common misperception, I think. So yeah, I stay on top of it. As far as the money goes, like, man, I'm thirsty. I want to know where all the money's going. I want to know where my money's going, what is being done. The healthcare situation, there's a lot of people mad about it right now because it's like, we pay in right now, the contractors, so it's like the contractors pay this stuff for us, but it comes out of the package that we negotiated. So if we didn't have to pay so much for healthcare, we could have put more in a check. But anyway, besides all that, everybody's mad about the healthcare because right now it's like $1,900 a month is what we're paying for healthcare, and I don't use it, so I mean I don't really have a view one way or the other if it's good or bad. But I've heard a lot of people complain about it. But just the amount of it, and it's like, it seems like every year we got to put more in health and welfare, prices of insurance going up. I just was doing my bills last night. Car insurance went up for no reason. I ain't get no tickets, no nothing. Went up like another $60 a month. So it's crazy. The whole insurance thing is nuts, man. I wish they had like an opt-out option because, I could put my money to better use than that. But I guess there's a lot of old guys, and it's not gonna work if the old guys ain't got the young guys paying for it as well. So it is what it is. Sometime I'll probably end up needing it, so I guess it's better to have it than not. But other than that, man, things been smooth, boy. Next week I got 2 days of advancement testing. That'd be my last 2 days of school for the year. I'm a third year. I'll be the fourth year, June 4th. Waiting to see what my raise will be. I got the $2 raise, or whatever percentage of 270, 80% is. I ain't done the math on it, but I got that raise already. That went into effect immediately on the 1st. Then June 1st, if I pass my advancement testing, June 1st I'll get my raise up to a fourth year. Now, anybody watching my channel knows I get paid a year ahead because I'm a welder. I passed the weld test and took a call as a welder. So I'm already making 4th year pay. So from what I've heard from pretty much everybody is that 4th and 5th years, depending on contractor, if you're making welder pay, then you're gonna get journeyman rate. So I'm hoping I'll get journeyman rate June 1st. And they just got that raise. So now I think journeyman rate base pay now is like 51 an hour. So that'll be a little bit of a jump. That'll be about $10 an hour raise. So we'll see if that's true or not. I'm not going to be thirsty, but if they give me 5th year pay, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with anything. Any kind of raise will help. So we'll see. If I can get journeyman rate, though, boy, it's going to be off the race to start paying these bills down. Hopefully, we'll make some videos of buying some cool stuff instead of just working all the time. Other than that, I hope everybody had a good day out there, man. Just stay at it. I've seen a lot of people been commenting saying that they get into apprenticeship program, and man, I wouldn't tell you wrong, man. This is the best decision I made in my life. Pretty much set for life now, unless work slows up and get laid off. But I mean, I'll keep a second job, so I'll be all right. Anyway, everybody have a good day out there.